become very mindful with who you take compliments from. Here is why. When someone compliments your work, your doings, become mindful with the compliment you are absorbing and from who is giving you that compliment. If you work on something and someone compliments you, hey, good job, or nice job, or that's awesome, try not to let so much of those compliments get to your head. Let me give you an informed example on who to take compliments from, or become mindful of who you absorb the compliments from. For example, I just released in my newest and latest creation called With SMA, which is a song I created talking about spinal muscular atrophy, and you can check out the song listed in the description below. It is on my other YouTube channel called The Victortheinspiration. Anyhow, I shared it with my mom because it's my newest and latest creation, and she was just talking about how she's very proud of me, and she got emotional because of my work that I've been doing behind the scenes. Anyhow, I want to start about this video because you have to become very mindful with who you take compliments from. When it's those around you, when someone compliments you, hey, I'm proud of you, or hey, nice work, or good job, or that's really awesome, whatever. Become mindful with who you take compliments from around you, because if you constantly say thank you, like for example, those closest to you, yeah, it's nice to hear those things from those around you, right? To hear compliments, hey, I'm proud of you, or good job, or that's awesome what you're doing. It feels good, right? But you have to become mindful more so with those around you, because if you're constantly striving to become better, or if you're constantly aiming towards greater things, become mindful with who you take compliments from, because if you're always taking compliments from just about everyone around you and closest to you, what's going to happen is eventually within time you're going to start letting things get to your head. You're going to start putting yourself on a higher pedestal, if that makes sense. And what I really, really hope I can get across in this video is when it's those closest to you. For example, again, I mentioned my mom. When it's those closest to you, become mindful when you take in those compliments. Again, it is good, and you should be proud to hear those compliments, and it is nice and great to hear I'm proud of you, and this is amazing, or what you're doing I think is great, or whatever. It is nice to hear those things, absolutely, 100%. But become mindful when you hear those compliments. A lot of the times, especially those around me, will compliment, and I really try to refrain from using these words, thank you, when it comes to those closest to me. So for me, I would just like nod my head, or kind of change the subject, or kind of avoid from saying thank you. You know, sometimes when I really want to say thank you, I kind of use the vocabulary in different words as I appreciate it. And the reason being is because when you say thank you, and you're constantly saying thank you, is you increase the chances of letting certain achievements get to your head. And you have to remain humbled. You have to manage your ego. And when you use the words, I appreciate it, you're absorbing those compliments, because again, it is nice to hear. When you say, I appreciate it, you're then telling them, thank you. But you're telling yourself, thank you, but I am not going to let this get to my head. I hope I was able to explain that well. When it comes those closest to you, become mindful and become careful with when you say thank you and who you are saying thank you to. And you can simply just say, I appreciate it. And when it's those that are not so close to you, you know, maybe you have certain acquaintances, or maybe some colleagues, or maybe even some friends, right? When they compliment you, hey, that's awesome, that's really cool, congrats on your work or your doings or what you are working on. Then you can say thank you, because it feels good. Again, become mindful with who you say thank you to and what you absorb. I love you, I appreciate you, and remember, grow through what you go through yourself.
In this world, we all have our struggles. Spinal muscular atrophy is a test of our muscle.